What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm Dakota Blanchard, and this is going to be episode number 3 in the Let Me Sleep Forever track breakdowns, where we go into the song Depart. I don't know why I keep doing these things with my hands. I don't know. That's probably going to be a consistent thing because I don't know what to do. So this is like my go-to thing with the hands. I don't know. It's easy. I don't know. Let's go in. Depart.
So this is going to be a shorter one. Depart, I would say, is probably composition-wise the simplest song on this album. It's pretty straightforward. Just like the other videos, I'm going to hit play and we'll go through things as we get through the song. So the song obviously starts off with a tom-intensive part on the drums, although I didn't use any tom samples for this. Let's give a listen to these drums. For the most part, the bass follows the rhythm guitars. I'll play those two together. We have the guitar lead. Then for the vocals, we just have main vocal with a dub and some harmonies for this first verse.
A quiet place, a chance for something more, a getaway is all you're looking for.
Alright, so let's keep going.
Better kept inside.
One of the things that I like about this song is that there's no basic structure to it. It's not like a normal verse, chorus kind of song. We have 2 verses in the beginning. I don't even know if you'd call this a bridge or what in the middle of the song. And then we have this end, which we'll get to in a little bit. One of my favorite things about this song is, although it's probably the simplest song on the album, this section right here is probably one of my favorite instrumental transitions, and I'll show you why. We go from this whole like sort of tight instrumental beginning to a point where everything kind of feels like it breaks and opens up. Let me play just all the instrumentals of this transition without the vocals. So you can see it opens up, it gets a lot bigger sounding. We have another guitar part that comes in here, and these are just octave chords that are being played along with the rhythms, and this is something that adds to that feeling of everything opening up. We're letting a lot more sustain through the rhythm guitars and as well as the lead guitars. Now, let's look at the vocals. The vocals really help this transition a lot because we introduce a 4-part harmony that just drifts and fades off into those open sustained chords. Let's listen to just the vocals for a second, and then we'll go through them.
Promise in exchange for brighter smiles, disregarding that the feeling shared will only last a while.
So let's go through these individually. We have the mains.
Will only last a while.
Then we have the left and rights that have been going on through the whole beginning.
Will only last a while.
Then we have 2 centered falsetto harmonies. This is the first one.
Will only last a while.
And this is the second one. And now everything all together.
Will only last a while.
So here at the end of the song, we go from this really big open section to a very in-your-face, gentle section. So you can see throughout this song, we have a main vocal and a dub vocal, which is just the main vocal being sung again. When he says this last word, we take that dub out so it feels a little bit more intimate and in your face. We also go from all these guitars to just a single centered guitar, and the drums cut out, the bass cuts out, and it's just this one guitar part. Then right here, midway through, we have everything start to come back in. We have the rhythm guitars, the bass, and the drums that come back in. They all start this gradual build, which will lead up to this end. I'll play that and then go over everything that happens in this end part. You can see we have a lot of vocal layers.
said that you felt less at home. Tell me all the times you said that you felt less at home.
So one of the important parts about this build right here is that we didn't do it synthetically. When this part was being recorded, I don't have any volume automation to make this part go from quiet to loud. This is just playing really softly up into playing heavier and heavier. And there's a purpose for that. If you were to just volume automate this, it would sound like it's quieter, getting louder. The importance of this is mainly in like the guitars and the bass, where in the beginning here, when you're playing softly, if you know anything about distortion and running through an amp, especially an amp with tubes, you know that when you play soft, you have very light gain, and the harder you play, the more that signal starts to break up. So it starts off soft. As this part goes and we start building up and you start playing heavier, that gain starts to break up more and more and more, and starts to sound a little bit more distorted. And I can show you exactly how that sounds. In the beginning here, it'll sound kind of just like a clean guitar, and as it gets closer to the end here, it'll sound more distorted. Same thing with the bass. Listen to where the bass started and where the bass ends. Right here, when the build starts really picking up, we also have some more octave chords that come in. And now let's look at the vocals. So we have the main vocal.
Tell me all the times you said that you felt less at home.
We have the first left and right harmony.
Tell me all the times you said that you felt less at home.
And we have the second left and right harmony.
Tell me all the times you said that you felt less at home.
And as we get further along, we have a lyric from the beginning of the song that comes back into play. I'll play the main vocal with that other line that comes in.
Tell me all the times you said that you felt less at home. Tell me all the times you said that you felt less at home.
One of the other things I did with the vocals was when the instrumentals die off, I automated the reverb down so that it sounds a little bit more up close and personal. If I solo the vocals, you'll be able to hear that. You'll be able to hear the drop in reverb once the instrumentals start fading out.
Times you said that you felt less at home. Tell me all the times you said that you felt less at home.
So that wraps up Depart. Like I said before, Depart is probably the simplest song on this album, structure-wise. There's really nothing that's hidden in here or buried in here. It's a pretty straightforward song. I'm kind of dying to get to the songs later on this album because it does start to pick up pretty quickly. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for following along as we go through each song on this album. Please like, share this video, drop a comment. If you found any value in this video or any of my previous videos, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It would help me out a ton. I would appreciate it. Yeah, Breach will be up next.